That's the boring bit, right? This is where things get really interesting, right? And exciting as well. Pretty amazing. So, I talked about those couple of doctors, Dr. Hunman, Dr. Mosley. They have done it with that. Like Dr. Hunman's done it with at least, I think, 150 patients who have had reversal of their diabetes and a fair few long-term. Remember correctly, one for at least 10 years, where they've stayed in remission. They've reversed their diabetes, stayed in it. And it's based on their work, which is around sticking to what's known as a low-carb diet, not low-calorie, low-carbohydrate diet. And its principles are really simple. You go lifelong. This is a commitment now. This is not like a diet in the conventional sense where I'm going to go on it for 8 weeks, lose weight, and then go back to normal again. No, this is a lifelong lifestyle change commitment. That's what I say to my patients. This is it now. This is a complete U-turn, and you're on this for the rest of your life. And so it's low carb, lifelong, simple swaps to help you, along with intermittent fasting. And remember, you have to do exercise in conjunction with this, but you can't outrun a bad diet, as we discussed. So don't rely on it. Okay, so it's based on low carb, real foods, non-processed, not microwave stuff, not oven stuff. You're making it fresh, and it's low carb, protein rich, and good and healthy fats. Why? So have a look at this. This is where people really don't like me, especially up near, because they're like, well, what am I supposed to eat now? That's the response, right? We love rice. It's natural. It's a grain. But after you eat it and you digest it and it's broken down, a normal serving, so not one of our mountain plates, yeah? Not one of our, I'm talking about flat plates, small portion. After we've digested it, it's the equivalent of releasing 10 teaspoons of sugar, which is like 40 grams of sugar. That's how many faces have dropped. Yeah, it's true. Potato, look, it's a vegetable, starchy. 9 teaspoons of sugar. Look right at the bottom, broccoli next to 0, eggs next to 0. So this is like, and if you look at you just Google his name, David Unwin, and then go to Google Images and all these will come up. Or go on Public Health Collaboration website, it's all on there, where he's gone through common foods like breads, cereals, breakfasts, fruit even. He's done a vegetarian bit, brown versus white, and so forth. Have a look at the sugar content. Really, really important. This is brilliant stuff that he's done. Allah reward him. Like for example, look at this. Like he's gone through common dried foods like dried fruits, bananas. Look at apple. Look at banana. Look at the difference. It's a tropical fruit, isn't it? So these are the sort of things that you want to just be aware of how much sugar content of foods in, and you go for the low carb bit. Cocoa Pops is where lads don't like me. It's the favorite cereal. Cocoa. Look at cornflakes. I mean, who would have thought? Okay, so just be accustomed to have a navigate through his infographics that he's done. Really, really important to be aware of how much sugar is in foods, and then avoiding the ones that have high sugar content. After digestion. Look at bread. Look at bread, and so it's really important to go for the low carb version, which is wholemeal stone ground flour or pita bread, but small. Look at the portions, 30 grams, very small. If you're going to have bread, that is. But look at white bread or brown. There's no difference between the two, really. They've still got at least 3.5 teaspoons of sugar. It's just being aware. Okay, look at fruits. So tropical fruits tend to have more. So pineapple, mango is also on there that has high levels of sugar after you digest. It's released as glucose. But look at the berries. Look at apricots. Look at watermelon, for example. So it's really interesting these infographics that he's produced. But you go for the low carb, and then this is what happens. You get people scratching their head and shaking their heads and saying, "What am I supposed to eat?" So a couple of quick wins, okay? I do it. Patients have done it. Friends have done it. Family have done it. Some ulama who I've looked after have done it, and they've done really well. Basically, you swap roti, naan, and bread for green leafy vegetables. What do I mean? Get a large green leafy vegetable and use it as your roti, dipping it in the salad. It's psychological. You don't need to do it. Really, it's a psychological thing, and you'll get over it within a week. Trust me. Large green leafy vegetable, use that as your roti. Or swap your rice for having fat and have fine chopped vegetable or cauliflower rice. I had that 2 days ago with chicken salad. No rice, cauliflower rice, and eat it as usual. Swap your potato for cauliflower. Okay, just watch the wind, right? But these are quick wins. And if you're going to have it, don't have roti, rice, or potato like these three, any of these three, more than twice a week, if you can, and small portions. And maybe go for wholemeal because it does have slightly less sugar content. Not too much, but slightly less. But go for wholemeal. Never, ever have all three in one go. If you do, go for a run for at least 30 minutes.